Welcome to stage 3 of the Silkway Rally. Astrakhan is the venue for tonight's bivouac, but first we're off to the fish market to buy some caviar. Leg 3 of the rally heads along the River Volga to its mouth with the Caspian Sea. It's a 486-kilometre route with varied terrain and beautiful landscapes. After yesterday's engine problems, Eduard Nikolaev can no longer compete for overall victory in his Kamaz. Instead, he will have to continue to develop the truck for Dakar 2014 and try and pick up the good odd result here and there. But for the Kamaz team, there wasn't much to smile about on day 3 either. Anton Shibalov, winner of day 1, broke his universal joint and therefore lost drive to 2 wheels. His teammate Dmitry Sotnikov stopped to help, but they couldn't find the correct path. Sotnikov, who carries most spares of the lead truck, carried on third of the day, but his aid will be needed later in the stage as well. Andrei Karganov, leader of the rally going into the day, had suffered a blown engine. We had a problem with the engine. There was a knocking noise in the motor, so we stopped. We got out and saw running oil from the sump, so we need to really work out what happened. He would be towed to the main road by Eduard Nikolaev, but there's no doubt it's the end of the rally. Thankfully, there is still one strong member of the Blue Army left. Ayrat Mardiev set the pace from the front and, despite losing 13 minutes with a puncture yesterday, took the stage victory by well over 20 minutes to the nearest rival. With this remarkable events of today, he now leads the rally by 1 hour.
Все хорошо. Первые 250 километров проехали очень быстро, была скоростная трасса. Вот. И остальная уже половина, вторая половина была очень такая сложная, много бездорожья, постоянная долбежка, физически очень выматывала.
Other than Mardiev, Yaroslav Valch is the best known name in the top 3 standings on day 3. The Layaz truck has been a well-known top 10 finisher on Dakar and Silkway rallies of old. But with the demise of the Kamaz team, this could be a real chance for him to get a massive position in the standings come the end of the rally. The second Maz truck is run for Alexander Vasilievsky, and coming into the day, he was in 12th position, 2.5 hours down. Unlike his teammate, he'll be far from the top of the overall standings, but a 6th today was a really good result. Second on the day was Siaro Vyazovic, who broke into the top 5 yesterday and now finds himself amazingly 2nd overall in the standings in his MAS truck. Having finished his first Dakar at the beginning of the year, he really could be a man to watch come the finish.
This day was rather difficult roads because very hard shocks. It was rather hard, but we have, at other hand, we have a rather good day because we have 2, maybe 3rd time among trucks. It is a very good result for us.
Late on into the evening, Eduard Nikolaev managed to get the fastest time, beating Mardiev. Vyazovic, Sotnikov and Valcha running out the top 5. In the overall, it mirrors that of the stage result. Mardiev, Vyazovic and Sotnikov. Then Yaroslav Valcha in 4th position and Anton Shibalov rounds out the top 5, 1.5 hours down. That's what separates those 5 men. The scenery stunning, the challenge huge. To the car section then, and firstly the main losers of the day. Boris Gadazin, the 2012 winner, has been developing this new machine all year and it's not yet totally reliable. He came to the day 30 minutes down. He leaves with no chance of victory and well behind the rally leader.
К сожалению, на переднем редукторе открутился хвостовик, поэтому нам пришлось остановиться для ремонта. Сейчас хвостовик либо прикрутим обратно хвостовик и поедем дальше на полном приводе, либо снимем кардан и поедем назад. Ничего страшного. Интересный гонка.
Gadazin took nearly 2 hours to get going again, but while he worked on his car, Christian Lavier passed him in the soft sand and then displayed how not to do it in the dunes. He would lose another hour and a half in the overall fight, digging himself out of his hole. So to those who fared better, and the rally leader Vladimir Vasiliev struggled to the lead of the stage. The G-Force driver, part of the winning team in the Cross-Country World Cup, finished third on the road and fourth of the day. It was an incredibly long stage and tested concentration to the maximum for all the drivers in sweltering 40-degree heat. In comparison to Adam Marish's old job as a ski jumper, it couldn't be more different to throwing yourself off a cliff. Majesh, Mr. Consistent so far.
Ja myślę, że bardzo dużo to też od pilota zależy, dlatego że jak pilot dobrze dyktuje, to kierowca też tam jedzie. My sporo jeździmy, także ja się cieszę, bo duże robię postępy i to jest dla mnie najważniejsze.
There were two Frenchmen ahead of the Polish driver today, scrapping for victory. Philippe Gache was ahead on the road until a flat tyre stopped him. With a faulty jack, it was down to Jean-Pierre Garcin to change it. It meant a 5-minute stationary period, which lost him the stage win. Without Gache's tyre issues, the battle would have been very, very close. Less than a minute separated both buggies for most of the day. Once again, Schlesser blamed the truck dust for not pushing harder, but he now is just 9 minutes off the rally lead, taking victory here on stage 3 in the Silkway Rally.
Il y a eu 3 étapes, 3 vainqueurs différents.
So there were 3 different winners in 3 days, no?
Ah, bah, c'était sympa. Aujourd'hui, on a fait une belle spéciale extrêmement difficile.
Very difficult, and I don't
say that parce que je l'ai gagné.
But physically, it
vraiment
was very,
très
very
dur
hard.
Physiquement.
But he won by 6 minutes and 14 seconds over Gache. Mariusz losing another half an hour with Vasiliev and Fiborov in 5th position. Overall, it's Gache ahead of Schlesser by 8.5 minutes. Mariusz is 4th and Fiborov up to 5th. Watching a rally that spans 4,000 kilometres over 7 days, it's clear the challenge is just as hard for those outside the racing vehicles. For the organisers, a bivouac and 3 Russian army Antonovs forming the backbone of the rally. PCO is race control, with contact to every vehicle via GPS tracking system, making sure they conform with the regulations and are safe. Avion Medical is jam-packed full of equipment for most major life support, and if a competitor is injured, a helicopter can respond instantly. TV is the Antonov where we live in TV world. 4 edit stations and 4 journalists work around the clock to inform the world of the day's results via the portable satellite at 7 p.m. each evening. On stage there are 3 cameramen, live all week, supported by our Westcam helicopter. It's quite an organisational feat. Tomorrow the circus heads to Elista for one night stay and the first real test of heavy dunes. We'll see you tomorrow.